A new tornado warning has been issued.
Welcome in everybody. Welcome back to another live severe weather coverage stream. We do have a active tornado warning right now in Arkansas. This tornado warning is for Clark County, Arkansas. If you're in this area, take cover immediately. It does have some pretty tight rotation, as you guys can see here. That is our main area of rotation right there. So I'll show you guys that on a camera. There is a traffic camera in Arkansas that is near this. Hold on, give me 1 second.
A new severe
Welcome in.
thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Let me show the live to my store real quick, guys.
What is the difference between a
Give me 1 second, guys. Just sharing this live to my story real quick on TikTok. And when we get started, as you can see here, that is our tornado warning in Clark County, Arkansas. There is one camera that is facing this currently. Right here, this is the only active camera that is facing this storm. Back there is where that main area of rotation is. Welcome in everybody. Back to Raider Omega. If you are in this area, take cover immediately. This storm does have pretty strong rotation on it. As you can see here, this light green and this dark green next to each other, that is our main area of rotation. We also have a 5% tornado risk today. We have a 2% tornado risk and a 5%, just down from Texas up to Michigan. These are only active tornado warning currently, but we are expecting more storms to start to fire off soon, which will cause more tornado warnings. We do have a very messy squall line currently, with some supercells that are developing in front of it, which are our main risk for tornadoes today. Welcome in everybody. Hold on, guys. Just trying to share this live to my story real quick on TikTok. Welcome in. Again, this is in Clark County, Arkansas. If you are in this area, take cover immediately, as it is an active tornado warning with very strong rotation. Any severe in Fort Smith, Arkansas? Fort Smith, Arkansas. You are in
A new
2%
severe thunderstorm warning
tornado
has been
risk today.
issued.
Main threat is deafening wind and hail. You are also in a slight risk for severe weather. 15% deafening wind risk and a 15% deafening hail risk. Louisville, Kentucky. Stop spamming, please, or you will be muted. Thank you for the follow. Louisville, Kentucky. You are in a 2% tornado risk today. These storms will likely be much later, around 9 to 10 p.m. tonight for you. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. If you're just now joining, this is an active tornado warning. This is in Clark County, Arizona. Tornado warning for the next 32 minutes. It also has a risk for quarter-size hail. This radar indicates there's not an active tornado on the ground, but it is a supercell that has the capability of producing a tornado. As you guys can see here, this green and red next to each other, that is our area of rotation. The closer they are, there's no gray in between. That usually means that we have a tighter, faster area of rotation. Even Indiana is St. Louis. St. Louis, be weather aware for some severe weather. You are in a 2% tornado risk currently. Main risk for you though will be deafening wind and hail, but it is a possibility for spin ups. Nope, Chicago's fine today. Quincy, Illinois. You are not in a risk for tornadoes today. Let me see if you're in any other risk zone. You should be fine for severe weather. You may get some general thunderstorms, but nothing severe expected for you. Again, let's go back to our tornado warning. This is an active tornado warning in Clark County, Arizona. This green and light green, this whitish color, that is our main area of rotation. The closer they are, the stronger the rotation is. I would definitely be aware in St. Louis for the possibility of a quick spin up tornado. If anything spins up, it'd be most likely pretty weak, but it is still a possibility. It's also a possibility you get damaging wind and hail. Turkin, Texas. You are in a 5% tornado risk today. We're also in a tornado watch currently. Not seeing any rotation currently with your storm. You do have a little bit of a cell going over you right now, though. Hey George. Anything coming Chicago? No, Chicago completely fine. Is it Mayfield, Kentucky? Oh, good. Mayfield, Kentucky. You are in a 5% tornado risk. This storm likely will impact you later tonight. So for now, you're good, but definitely be aware later today. I don't know if the tornado on the ground. It does not seem like it's on the ground currently. It is just radar indicated, which basically means that the radar is picking up the storm rotating. So it does have a mesocyclone. It is a supercell. But it is starting to get caught up with this line, which should hopefully help it to dissipate before it drops anything. West Plains, Missouri. West Plains, Missouri. You are in a 5% tornado risk today. You are also in a severe thunderstorm watch right now. A line of storms is about to head towards your way, so definitely be aware for that. Quick spin up tornadoes are definitely a possibility today. Our main risk for tornadoes is in Arkansas today. Bloomington, Indiana. Bloomington, Indiana. You are in a 2% tornado risk today. Definitely be aware for later tonight when the storm gets up to you. You mean the tornado warning stuff? That is overlays that I had made. For it showing the tornado at the bottom and all that. That is overlays that I made. This is for Clark County, Arkansas. If you are in this area, take cover immediately. This is an active rotating supercell and could drop a tornado. Currently, it does not look like it has a tornado on the ground, luckily, but it is possible it spins up. We can't predict a tornado. We cannot predict a tornado before it touches down. I can look at Wayne, Arkansas real quick for you. This tornado is not on the ground currently. It is rotating, but is not on the ground. It is a rotating storm, but not on the ground as of now. Wayne, Arkansas. You are in a 5% tornado risk. These storms will likely not get to you until much later. So definitely be aware for that, though. Greencastle. Also have Indianapolis. Hold on. There's not much of a hook on the storm. Definitely be aware, though. Bro, why is bro acting about broccoli? Hope, Arkansas. Yes, I do think they will die out much later. Right now, there is some favorable cape currently. Hope, Arkansas, you are in a tornado watch and in a 5% tornado risk today. So definitely be aware for that. But I do think these storms will die out later.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
The SBC currently has it marked for after it gets past mid-Columbus, Ohio, is when the line of storms will start to pretty much weaken and that tornado threat dies down mainly. And now, please stop spamming or else you will be muted. Gilmer, Texas. You are in a 5% tornado risk and a tornado watch currently. Thank you for the follow, guys. Give me 1 second. Enola, Mississippi, you are in a 5% tornado risk. Definitely be aware later as these storms are heading towards you. Fort Wayne, Indiana, you are in a 2% tornado risk. These storms will not reach you until much later. A 5% is basically a 2 to 5 risk for tornadoes, basically. Marshall, Arkansas. You are also in a 5% tornado risk today, and you have a severe thunderstorm watch active right now. Again, we still do have this tornado warning for the next 26 minutes in Clay County, Arkansas. If you're in this area, take cover immediately, as it is a active rotating storm. Please stop spamming, no problem. Jefferson City, Missouri. You are not in a tornado risk today. Just be aware for damaging wind and hail, though. Franklin, Indiana. We cannot rate the EF. We cannot rate a tornado before it is rated by the National Weather Service, so I do not need to know the EF of the tornado yet. You are in a 2% tornado risk. Definitely be aware for that. Damaging wind and hail is your main threat, though. I do not know if Connor will be live. I think he is working right now, so. You are in Michigan, Plymouth, Michigan. You are in a 2% tornado risk. Storms likely will get to you later, and it is possible for a quick spin-up tornado. Yep, no problem. Pond, Oklahoma. You are not in a tornado risk today. You should be fine. Most of the storms are past you. Yep, no problem. Carbondale, Illinois. 5% tornado risk for you. Definitely be aware for later tonight. Here are for the falls, everybody. Wyoming is fine today. Mountain Grove, Mississippi. Missouri, sorry. You are in a 5% tornado risk, and there is a severe thunderstorm warning for you currently. That is a line of storms passing through you. That is why you are seeing that stronger winds. Wichita, Kansas. Welcome, everybody. Thank you all for the follow, everybody. Again, we do have an active tornado warning. Wichita, you are fine for severe weather today. No tornado threat. We do have an active tornado warning in Clay County, Arkansas right now. This is a rotating storm. It is radar indicated, so it is not on the ground currently. But it is a rotating supercell that does have rotation and could try to drop a tornado. What is this app called? This is Radar Omega. This is a paid radar app. Little Rock, Arkansas. Thank you for the follow there, everybody. Little Rock, you are in a 5% tornado risk today and a tornado watch currently. Definitely be aware. Yes, a 2% is low. It is in the 2%. It's possible for a few tornadoes. But likely with this type of setup, the 2% will more likely get a spin-up tornado than a discrete supercell tornado. These are more as it becomes a one huge line and there's no supercells ahead of it, is when we get into that tornado. It's possible we get weaker tornadoes. With lines of storms like this, once all the supercells collide, which there's some supercells ahead of the line, which are our biggest tornado threat. But when they're all combined into one big line, that is when we have mostly small spin-ups that last about 2 to 3 minutes. New Albany, Mississippi, you are in a 2% tornado risk. Definitely be aware for later today. Main risk for you though is wind and hail. You're fine. Yes, it'd be less of a risk for tornadoes in Michigan. Marion, Ohio. Hold on. Inverse, definitely be aware for damaging wind and hail, but you are also in a tornado risk for today. Marion, Ohio. You are in a 2% tornado risk. I would definitely be aware as spin-ups are possible later today. Michigan's biggest risk would be damaging wind. Would be the biggest risk for Michigan. Again, guys, if you are just now joining, we do have a active tornado warning in Clark County, Arkansas. This is a rotating supercell and could drop a tornado. Luckily, it is starting to die out, looks like, but definitely still be aware. Little Rock, Arkansas. I would definitely be aware later tonight for damaging wind and hail and a 5% tornado threat. You are also in a tornado watch right now. This line of storms is currently heading towards you. In inverse, I would definitely be aware. It is possible you get a tornado, but it's not 100%. Rogers, Arkansas. You are in a 2% tornado risk. These storms mostly past you now, so I think you should be good for the night. McKinney, Texas. You are not in a tornado risk today. It's possible you get some general storms, like possibly some damaging wind, but most of these storms are past you now. Omaha, Arkansas. You are in a 5% tornado risk. Most of these storms are past you now. Definitely still be aware though. Jonesboro, Arkansas. You are in a 5% tornado risk. These storms will likely head towards you within the next hour or two. Huntsville, Alabama. 2% tornado risk. Storms will likely head over to you later. Main threat though will
A
be
new
damaging
severe
wind and
thunderstorm
hail.
warning has been issued.
Okay. Bryant, Arkansas. Bryant, Arkansas. I would definitely be aware. You are in a tornado watch. Looks like you'll mostly get the line of storms rather than a discrete supercell. So definitely be aware. It is possible you get a spin up. The storm will be hitting you soon. Main threat though will be damaging winds, so strong wind gusts and hail. Shreveport, Louisiana. Shreveport, Louisiana, you guys are in a 5% tornado risk and also in a tornado watch, so I would definitely be aware for that. Nothing currently hitting you, but definitely be aware there is some cells starting up behind you. Rogers, Arkansas, definitely be aware. Hold on. Give me one second, guys. Fort Smith, okay. Fort
A
Smith,
new
Arkansas,
severe
no, it's
thunderstorm
Rogers again.
warning has been
2%
issued.
tornado risk for Fort Smith. Those are mostly past you now. Rogers, same for the follow, guys. Rogers, yeah, you are there also. Stores are past you now, so you should be fine now. You still are no tornado risk. Definitely still be aware, but most of the stores are past you. Hecker, Illinois. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you all for the follow, guys, and make sure you guys like the stream up so it can be pushed out to more people so they can get accurate weather information. And for Hecker, Illinois, definitely be aware. It is possible you do have a 2% tornado risk currently. Main threat being wind and hail though. Thank you for the follow, everybody. St. Charles, Missouri. You are in a 2% tornado risk. It's possible you get a little bit of damaging wind and hail. Definitely be aware. The Atlantic storm is heading towards you currently. There's some storms right now. Not expecting a big risk for you. Roosevelt, Arkansas. Welcome in, everybody. Roosevelt, Arkansas, you are in a severe thunderstorm watch and also a 5% tornado risk. Storms are passing through you right now. Where were you at, Zilla? What city? I didn't check what risk you are in. Welcome in, everybody. Tacoma, Arkansas, Alabama, sorry. Make sure you guys say your city and your state, please, guys, so I can quickly paste it in and find your guys' info. You are in a 2% tornado risk today. Definitely be weather aware for this line of storms heading towards you later today. Zilla, what city are you in, Zilla? I checked for you. I just needed your city. Centerton, Arkansas. Hold on. Centerton, Arkansas. You're in Mississippi. Okay, hold on. You are not in the tornado risk. Centerton, Arkansas. Definitely be aware though for Germany wind and hail. Most of these storms are past you now though. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Zilla, I'll check that for you. Okay, Inverse, Mississippi. You are in that 5% tornado risk. I can show you what the model is showing for you real quick. You see, the storms mostly collide into one big line, so not much discrete supercell. It is possible for a quick spin-up tornado, so basically a tornado that will drop down from a line of storms, usually, but they only last about a minute or two. So I would definitely still be aware for strong wind gusts and hail. Thank you for sharing the live and everybody. Thank you all for the follows. West Dallas, Texas, and then I'll check West Memphis. Dallas, Texas. You are fine for the tornadoes risk. Most of the storms are past you now. No, Zilla, you're fine. You just it's mainly just damaging wind and hail. The strong winds and some hail. Memphis. West Memphis, Arkansas. You are in a 5% tornado risk. Like I said, same with Zilla. You guys are most likely singing for the heartbeat. Get these storms later tonight when it is a big line of storms rather than discrete cells. We also, guys, do no longer have our tornado warning. We do have a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning still. Thank you, Kayla, for the heart me. Little Rock, you have to be aware. Storms are heading towards you currently. You are also in a tornado watch and a 5% tornado risk today. Dallas, Texas. Main threat being wind and hail, but these storms are mostly passing now, so you should be fine. These storms mostly impacted Dallas, Texas this morning. Hold on, guys, let me change something. Hold on, guys. Let me change my top banner because we are no longer in a. I'll change my top banner, guys, because we are no longer in a tornado warning. Yes, main threat is wind and hail. If there was a tornado where you are, Zilla, it'd be most likely a brief, weak tornado. Hember Springs, Arkansas. You are in a 5% tornado risk and also in a tornado watch currently. Line of storm is about to head towards you. Again, guys, our tornado warning did expire. So Clark County, you guys can come out of your safe place now. Also, if you look in the bottom left, that is the SPC outlook for today. That is the convective SPC outlook. There was not a tornado, but there was a tornado warning that was radar indicated. Yes, strong gusts and hail. Yes, strong wind. It's about 50-60 mile per hour wind gusts and hail possibly. Jonesboro, Arkansas. One second. Jonesboro, you are in a 5% tornado risk. You most likely will get a big line of storms with damaging wind and hail being the main threat. Thank you for the Rose user. Thank you all for the follows. Boise, Iowa is completely fine today. Yep, no problem. St. Louis, I would definitely be aware you are in a 2% tornado risk. There is some storms heading towards you now. Main threat being wind and hail, though. Is Adrian, Michigan, in the tornado risk today?
A new severe
Give me 1
thunderstorm
second,
warning has been
guys.
issued.
Adrian, Michigan. You are in a 2% tornado risk. I can show you the timing for these storms real quick. Looking like around 8 p.m. EST time, so Eastern Standard Time. You will get some storms until around early morning Sunday. But they will likely be much weaker by the time they get to you. Welcome in, everybody. What does 2% and 5% mean? Basically, it means there is a 2% chance you get a tornado within a 25-mile radius of you. Same with the 5%. There is 5 risk zones. There is 5 risk zones for every risk. So a 5% is a 2 to 5 risk zone for tornadoes, and a 2% is a 1 to 5 risk. Shelby, Mississippi, welcome in. Thank you all for the follows. Make sure you guys like the stream up so it can be pushed out to more people so they can get their info. Shelby, you are in a 5% tornado risk, so definitely be aware for that. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Elkhart, please don't spam Elkhart, Indiana. I'm checking that for you. Please don't spam that or else you will be muted. You are in a 2% tornado risk. Main threat being wind and hail. Storm will be much weaker by the time they get to you, though. Farmington, Missouri. Make sure you guys say your city and your state, please. Farmington, Missouri, you are in a severe thunderstorm watch and also a 5% tornado risk right now. Could the storm die down before it gets to Conway, Arkansas? And check that for you real quick. Give me 1 second. Conway, Arkansas. St. Louis, there is a risk for tornadoes, but main threat being wind and hail. Conrad, I wouldn't expect them to die down as they are just now starting up and becoming a line, but it's mainly going to be wind and hail for you with the main threat. But it is possible for a brief spin up. So just be weather aware. This PA is fine today. Casa, Arkansas, please don't spam, guys. Casa, Arkansas, you are in a severe thunderstorm warning right now. These storms are passing through you right now, main threat being wind and hail. Montgomery County, Texas. Montgomery County, Texas, you should be fine. These storms are mostly past you now. Again, guys, we do not have any current tornado warnings anymore, but we do have a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning. That is for Clark County, Arkansas, Bowling Green, Kentucky. Bowling Green, Kentucky, definitely be aware you are in a 2% tornado risk. Storms will be much weaker by the time they get to you, but definitely still be aware. Thank you for sharing the live, everybody. St. Louis, main threat is wind and hail and a low tornado risk today. Storms are passing through you right now, though. Thank you for the follow, everybody, and make sure you guys tap the screen and like the live so it can get pushed out to more people so they can get more info. Highland, Arkansas. You are in a 5% tornado risk. Line storms are heading towards you within the next 20 to 30 minutes, I'd assume. So have to be aware for that. Main threat being wind and hail, but it is not impossible for a spin up. My banner at the bottom is messed up. It's still saying there's a tornado warning when there isn't a tornado. Give me one second, guys. Let me try to fix my bottom banner. I'm not sure we fixing it. Alright, sorry guys. Park Hills, make sure you guys say your city and your state, please. Park Hills, you are in a 5% tornado risk, a severe thunderstorm watch, and a line of storms is heading towards you. What's that, guys? I blocked the guy spamming no Kingsborough. Dayton, Ohio. You are in a 2% tornado risk today. Main threat will be later tonight and Sunday morning with damaging wind and hail and a low tornado threat being possible. Virginia is completely fine today. Make sure you guys say your city and your state, please. St. Louis, Missouri, it is possible.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
It is possible you get damaging wind and hail, a low tornado threat. Little Rock, you are in a risk for storms. There is a line of storms heading toward you. Guys, we do have a new active tornado warning. This is radar indicated. This tornado warning is for Hot Springs, Arizona, Garland, Arizona, and Clark County, Arizona. I am sure you guys the rotation on this storm right now. This is the newest tornado warning that just got issued. Just tight air rotation just north of Old Del Roche, Arkansas. If you're in this area, take care of me. This is a very strong area of rotation. Let me try to see if Arkansas, sorry. Let me try to see if I can pull up a camera. I can show you guys a traffic camera. If you're in this area, take cover immediately. I will look at some more cities in a minute, guys. I'm focusing on this active tornado warning real quick. One second, guys. Trying to see if I can pull up a camera. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm not able to find a camera right now, guys. The site is messing up. So I'll get back to this, but again, this is an active tornado warning for north central Clark County in southwestern Arkansas, southeastern Garland County in central Arkansas, and central Hot Springs County in southwestern Arkansas. So if you're in this area at all and you see your city on here, take cover. I mean, this is a very strong area of rotation. This light green and the red next to it, that is strong wind rotating. So if you're in this area, take cover now. So actually possible, this could possibly be a tornado on the ground. If you guys see this right here, this is a debris ball. This is a CC drop. Basically, this means that there is possibly debris being lofted, which could mean there is a possible tornado on the ground right here, just north of Old Del Roche and west of Canny. Take cover immediately. This could be active tornado on the ground right now. It is not currently marked observed, but it is looking like this has dropped a tornado, with there being a debris ball. Oh, a very large debris ball. Take cover immediately if you're in this area. This is a very, very large debris ball.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
This means this possibly is a tornado on the ground that is causing impacts and lofting debris in the air. Sorry, I'll scroll up. This is the active tornado warning, guys. Again, take cover immediately. This looks to be possibly active tornado on the ground. You see where this green and red next to each other are, and then when you go to the correlation coefficient, this is basically the radar picking up debris being thrown in the air. This is a very big debris ball where this rotation is, so this could actively be a tornado on the ground right now. Take cover immediately if you are in this area. Malvern, Arkansas, Abaco, Arkansas, Rockport, Arkansas, Social Hill, Arkansas, D. Roach, Arkansas, Odo Roach, Arkansas, Oak Bower, Arkansas, Caney Oak, Arkansas, and Red Oak, Arkansas, Diamond Head, Shorewood, Hills, Arkansas, Magnet Cove, and Price, Arkansas. Take cover immediately. This is for Hot Springs, Hot Springs, Arkansas County, Garland County, Arkansas, and Clark County, Arkansas. This again, guys, this looks like it could be an active tornado on the ground with a very large debris ball and a very strong rotation. Take cover immediately if you're in this tornado warning. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. Welcome, everybody. If you're just not joining, this is an active tornado warning. This could possibly be an active tornado on the ground right now. It is not marked observed as of now, but it is looking like it could possibly be a tornado on the ground. I'm trying to see if I can find a camera, a traffic camera, to see if we have any eyes on this tornado. This possible tornado. Nothing is currently pacing towards the actual cell. We have some traffic cameras, but it's just picking up rain on this traffic cameras right now. But again, guys, yep, it deserved. Knew it. Here we go, guys. Again, take cover now. There's an active tornado on the ground causing damage. This right here, this ball right here, this blue and yellow, sorry. This is a active tornado on the ground. These light contrast colors you're seeing, that is debris being thrown, which means this is hitting houses, and it is sadly throwing and destroying stuff. I don't know if it'll go PDS. The radar confirmed tornado. So like, does not look like anybody has any eyes on it. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Again, this tornado warning is for Hot Springs County, Arkansas, Garland County, Arkansas, Clark County, Arkansas. Take cover immediately. This is an active observed tornado. It is confirmed, yes. The radar is confirming. That's what I was just showing you guys. This right here, this bowl I just circled, that is the radar site pointing up, and it's picking debris being thrown by the tornado, which is why they marked it observed. It likely just went through Old El Roche, or it did hit a few houses near Old El Roche. No, this is not going to be the same area tomorrow. That was a very large debris ball, guys. We still do have that debris ball. It's still marked observed. I'm not seeing that much rotation on it anymore, but just in case, it is still possible. It is a weak rotation tornado on the ground. So take cover immediately. This is an active observed tornado on the ground. Take cover now. Yes, it's going to be, the tornado risk tomorrow is going to be in the panhandle of Florida and on the East Coast. Any direction it is moving, it is moving 12 miles north of, it's moving northeast at 30 miles per hour, sorry. This tornado is moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Take cover immediately if you're in this area. This is a active tornado on the ground. I'm not seeing that main area, a strong area of rotation anymore. So it could possibly be off the ground, but still treat it like it is on the ground, as it still is a possibility. It could still be on the ground. But it had a very large debris ball just moments ago. It still has a little bit of a debris ball. But if you go back, you can see it had a little debris ball. And then it obviously hit something. And threw up a lot of, it might be recycling. It threw up a lot of debris near Odo Roche. So this is possible. Yes, it's lifting up lots of debris. This right here is a huge debris ball. So this obviously, this tornado hit something and caused a lot of damage, most likely. Hopefully it didn't hit any houses or impact anybody, and hopefully they were in their safe place. But this could possibly be recycling again, guys. Colorado is fine. Yes, it is. You're driving through where? Well, Cato Valley, Arkansas. You are not in the tornado warning. You're in the damaging wind and hail. But things to follow. But I would definitely be aware that you are in a tornado risk, and it's possible. Like I said, guys, these are these quick spin-offs I was talking about. This is a part of this line.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
See, it is part of this line. It is not a discrete supercell. But you guys see how it dropped for a whole 5 minutes and then it picked right back up? That is what happens with these line of storms. Is they will drop tornadoes for very quick tornadoes, and then they will pick back up and recycle and drop again. Which is what this one is doing right now. But it still is marked reserve, so it is possible it is still on the ground. This still looks like a pretty decent debris ball being picked up by the radar. Ohio, central to western Ohio does have a 2% tornado risk. Main start being damaging wind though. But take cover immediately if you're in this area. This either is still an active tornado or was an active tornado, and if it is no longer on the ground, it is possible that it is recycling, which could mean that it could recycle and drop back stronger. Take cover immediately. Again, this tornado warning is for Hot Springs County, Arizona, Garland County, Arizona, and Clark County, Arizona. Arkansas, sorry, not Arizona. Keep on saying Arizona, sorry guys. But Clark County, Arkansas, Hot Springs County, Arkansas, and Garland County, Arkansas. Not Arizona, sorry. But this is the active tornado on the ground, guys. Looks like it may be recycling. I'm not saying that tight area of rotation anymore. This could possibly be debris that it's through that the radar is still picking up on. But I can show you guys real quick. If we go back just a couple scans. It had a very big debris ball just moments ago. This is about 2 scans ago. This was a very huge debris ball, so this means that this did go through possibly houses or buildings and did loft a lot of debris. I'll look at some other areas in a minute. I'll look at your cities and states. This is in Arkansas. In just a moment, guys, I am focusing on this active tornado. This tornado warning is for, this observed tornado warning is for Hot Springs County, Arkansas, Garland County, Arkansas, and Clark County, Arkansas. St. Louis, your main threat would be damaging wind and hail, but there is a low tornado threat that exists. Okay, guys, this is an active tornado on the ground. I'll look at some of your places in just a moment. Looks like it could be possibly off the ground now, as you can see. We don't have that main area of rotation where that debris ball is anymore. So it's possible that it's off the ground. Please stop spamming. I will look at your city for what you can expect later today, but right now I am focusing on possibly a active tornado. Sorry guys, my mic disconnected for a quick second. Stop
A
spamming
new
that up here. You will be
severe
muted. I
thunderstorm
will check
warning has been
Ohio in a
issued.
minute. Ohio is fine currently, and I will check it when it is actually in risk. It's fine. Ohio is fine right now. This tornado that was on the ground is in Hot Springs County, Arkansas, Garland County, Arkansas, and Clark County, Arkansas. It looks to be that it could possibly be off the ground, as this area, maybe even very weak rotation. But I would definitely still be in your safe place because it is still possible that it is on the ground. Just 2 scans ago, it did go sadly through some buildings, possibly, and picked up a lot of debris and lofted a lot of debris. This big ball right here, this is debris. That was debris being thrown. This is our only active tornado warning right now. This is in Arkansas, but this is with the limestone, guys. Do you see how it doesn't? Okay, but it does not look like it's on the ground anymore. It could be possibly recycling, as this debris ball is not where we have any tight rotation or strong rotation. Yes, there is a tornado on the ground in Arkansas. It still could possibly be on this ground with this weak area of rotation. So definitely still stay in your safe place. And even if it is off the ground, it could be trying to recycle. Yeah, it's because I was testing my mic because I accidentally unplugged it for a second. I fixed it now. Thank you for the follow, everybody, and make sure you guys like the stream so that people can be weather aware. St. Louis, you guys are in your guys' main risk in St. Louis is a damaging wind and hail, and there's a low tornado threat that is active. Oh god, this is the active tornado warning. Active tornado warning in Hot Springs County, Arkansas, Garland County, Arkansas, and Clark County, Arkansas. Is Joplin clear? Yes, Joplin should be good. I'm gonna drink my water real quick, guys. Make sure you guys tap and like this live, guys, so it can be pushed out to more people so they can have accurate info. Thank you for the shares and the follow, everybody. Indiana is currently fine, but be weather aware for later today, where there is a tornado threat in Indiana. Main risk being wind and hail, though. Volker County. Okay, we're in Conway, Arkansas right now. Conway, Arkansas. Yeah, you're about to get this last time is about to hit you. In Conroy, Arkansas. It's getting very close to Conroy, and it is about to hit Conroy, Arkansas. Main threat being wind and hail, but like I said, guys, it is possible a tornado spins up, just like this one right here. I do not think it's on the ground anymore, but even if it isn't, I would definitely still be in your safe place. Indiana, main risk is wind and hail, but there is a low tornado threat for, there's a low threat for spin up, sorry. But it is possible this could still be on the ground, but there is still a little debris ball. But I'm not seeing much rotation, so I'm assuming that it is possibly recycling, which could mean basically it picks the tornado, and then it tries to drop another one stronger. In Indiana, it's dark right now. Yeah, there is some storms in Indiana right now. So there are some special weather statements in Indiana currently. Again, I would still be in your safe place if you are in this tornado warning for the next 22 minutes. As it is possible it is still on the ground. Even if it isn't, it could recycle and drop another tornado. Yeah, that's like, there is some storms in Indiana right now. Alton, Illinois. Okay, guys, make sure you guys are liking the stream up. So TikTok will push it out to more people. And more people can get more info. Also, thank you guys for all the follows and gifts. Alton, you are in a 2% tornado risk. You actually will get some
A new severe
line of
thunderstorm warning
storms
has been issued.
later. You're about to get a lot of storms actually right now, but main threat is going to be wind and hail. Did it read that tornado warning? Yep, they did get rid of that tornado warning. But here, they do have a report. Thanks for following everybody. This is the report, guys, for that tornado. It's no longer a tornado warning anymore, or tornado on the ground. But you guys can see there was multiple 911 calls for multiple reports of a tornado on the ground at Highway 128 on Hickory Grove in New Derecho area. So this looks like it did go through a highway. It's possible that it did impact some houses. Like I say, guys, that even though we do have this big land storm, it is still possible, even with not supercell, that we could have storms initiate in front of it. Where you at again, Zilla? Bowling Green, Kentucky. How Illinois is fine right now. Definitely be aware for later though. In southern Illinois for severe weather. Bowling Green, not expecting severe weather until much later. In Mississippi, it's starting to get dark there. You are probably, hold on. You've probably seen these storms out to the distance from you. They're only about 100 miles out. So you can probably see the storms out to the distance from you. Welcome in everybody.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Hammond, Louisiana. You are in a 2% tornado risk, main threat being wind and hail. Storms will not be initiating for you until later. St. Louis, main threat is going to be wind and hail, but a spin up is possible. So I do have this tornado possible tag on this storm that did drop a tornado just moments ago, this line. I can go back to show you guys real quick what this tornado was. This was that tornado, guys. It did drop right here. There's multiple reports of it dropping right here. And then eventually it headed over here, which is where we had that big debris ball. So it looks like it possibly did hit some houses, sadly. Looks like possibly about I'm pretty sure less than 10 mile run of this tornado. Welcome everybody. Make sure you guys like the stream so that I can get pushed out to more people and they can get their info. Shreveport, be aware you are in a tornado watch currently. Some cells starting to develop behind you. Little Rock safe around 6 p.m. Little Rock actually is about to get this line of storms right now. I wouldn't be surprised if you got a tornado watch. Wouldn't be surprising. Fayette, Indiana. You are in a 2% tornado risk today. It means that being wind and hail, I'll definitely be aware for later. Chicago, you are completely fine today. I think it's possible you get I think it's possible you get a tornado watch. Hold on. 1 second. Hold on, Zilla. Give me 1 second. I think it's a possibility. I wouldn't be surprised about a severe thunderstorm watch, but I think it's still possible you get a tornado watch. Toledo, Ohio. You are in a 2% tornado risk. I'm also in Ohio. So these storms will not be hitting Ohio until much later. Yes, the tornado did just touch down in Arkansas. I did go over that just moments ago. There is a report of multiple tornadoes on the highway, and it likely did hit some houses as there was a very big debris ball picked up by radar. There was multiple 911 reports reporting a tornado on the ground on Highway 128. So thank you for the follow. Huntsville, Alabama. You're in a 2% tornado risk. I think it's possible you get some severe weather. Definitely be aware. Rains for being wind and hail if you get any severe weather at all. Springfield, Missouri. Main risk for you would be any wind and hail. It is possible, but you get a tornado or a quick spin up tornado. But these storms are mostly past you now. Arnold, Missouri. 2% tornado risk. Main threat being wind and hail. What time for you? So, can you say your city again? It's inverse something, right? Okay. What time can you expect the sub to hit you? Let me check that. It's looking like around 9 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. So in about 5 hours, looking like. Starting very slow moving. Looks like actually right now. Only moving around 30 miles per hour. Chicago is fine. Roseville, Indiana. Welcome whenever. Make sure you guys all like the stream and tap the screen so that it can be pushed out to more people. So more people can be weather aware. You are in Roseville, Indiana. You are in a 2% nervous, main threat being Woodland Hill. Storms likely won't bother you until later tonight. Thank you for the follow. This is a tornado watch. The purple, you mean the purple stuff right here? Hold on. These are just strong storms, so probably hail. St. Louis, main threat being wind and hail, but a tornado is possible. No, you should be fine, though. I'm not expecting any tornado risk. I'm not expecting a huge tornado risk for you. It's possible for a quick spin up, but likely will not be very strong. Hattiesburg, you are in a 5% tornado risk. Tornado likely will impact you until much later. Thank you, though. No problem. Hold on, guys.
A
So if
new
you guys
severe
went to Ohio
thunderstorm warning has
tomorrow,
been issued.
possible severe weather on eastern Ohio tomorrow and central Ohio. Yeah, I'm gonna put my Discord in the chat, guys. If you guys want to join my Discord server, you can talk to me outside of my streams. For any severe weather when I am not streaming. Ohio's main risk if you are in. I'm sure the Ohio tornado risk. If you are west of Columbus in Ohio, you are in a tornado risk. If you're west of Columbus in Ohio, you are in a tornado risk. Main threat being wind and small hail, but tornadoes are possible. But that will likely be later tonight. I'm also in the tornado risk in Ohio. Belton, Missouri.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Belton, Missouri, you are not in a risk for severe weather today. Defiance, Ohio. That west of Columbus. Yes, you are in that tornado risk. Indianapolis. There is some sort of in Indianapolis right now in Indiana. You do have a special weather statement. I'm not seeing rotation on these storms. Makes it being wind and hail, but it's possible you get some tornado, possible tornado later tonight once this line of storms pushes up to you. Springfield, be weather aware. Actually, sorry. Springfield storms are mostly past now. Springfield should be fine. Welcome, everybody. Give me one second, guys. It is Vince. It's weathereye.com. You can watch him real quick. I can't show it for too long. Or else I may
Smoothing out.
He is in his last stones right here. Where there was that tornado. Storm just moments ago. St. Louis, main threat being wind and hail, but it is possible for a quick spin up tornado. No problem. Thank you all for all the follows and everything, guys, and the gifts. Make sure you guys like the stream, so that it can get pushed out to more people. Thank you for the follow. Also, if you look at the bottom of your screen, you can see where it does say severe thunderstorm warning. That is going through every active severe thunderstorm warning, inactive tornado warning, and tornado watch, and severe thunderstorm watch, I think. That is active right now. You go through all of that, and you see what states are in those warnings and watches currently. But in where? Little Rock. The last one is about to hit you. Main threat being wind and hail, but you are in a tornado watch, so that would definitely be weather aware. Is Arkansas Bryant okay? Bryant, Arkansas, you mean? Benton, Arkansas. 5% tornado risk. You're also in a tornado watch. A last time is about to hit you. I would definitely be weather aware. Bryant, Arkansas. You are also in a tornado watch. A landslide is about to hit you also. Mammoth being wind and hail, but tornadoes are possible. Chicago today is fine. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Ohio tomorrow. If you are east, if you're in Columbus or east of Columbus tomorrow, in Ohio, you are in a marginal risk for severe weather. Today in Ohio, if you're west of Columbus, you are in a marginal risk for severe weather also with a 2% tornado risk in Ohio. This is Radar Omega. This is a paid weather app. Thoughts on Martin, Tennessee tonight? Martin, you are in a 2% tornado risk, so I would definitely be weather aware there tonight. I can check what the model is showing though. Trinity Suns will hit you around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, so a little bit of layer stuff that likely will be damaging wood and hail being the main risk though. Manford, LA is fine. Fate, Texas. Fate, Texas, you are not in a risk for tornadoes today. So they're mostly past you now. So guys. So guys. Shreveport, definitely be aware you are in a 5% tornado risk and also in a tornado watch right now. Indiana, where at in Indiana? St. Louis, Missouri. You are in a 2% tornado
A new
risk. Main
severe
threat being
thunderstorm
wind
warning has
and
been
hail,
issued.
though. Tea Ridge, Arkansas. You're in a 2% tornado risk. These are the mostly past you, so I think you should be fine now. Where are you at, Erica? Cape, Missouri. Well, what? Can you say the city or state? Shreveport. Okay. There's some stuff going through you right now. I look at the model they're showing for you real quick. All of St. Louis is in a risk for tornadoes today. Shreveport looks like a lot of a little cells will be going through you. Main threat being wind and hail, but I would not rule out a possible tornado. Mena, Arkansas. 5% tornado risk. Storms that already passed you, so you should be fine now, though. Cape Girardeau, Missouri. 5% tornado risk. Main threat being wind and hail, though. Definitely be aware for later tonight, though. Yep, no problem. Hold on, guys. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow, everybody. Make sure you guys tap the screen and like the live so that it can get pushed out to more people. Anderson, Indiana. I'm tired. Anderson, Indiana. We're running at 2% turnover risk today. Makes it being wind and hail, though. Thank you for the follow, everybody. Toledo, Ohio. Supposed to get rain. Is that true? Iowa was not expected to get storms today. Toledo. Yeah, there's some storms gonna hit Toledo. There's also a low tornado risk today, so I'm definitely be weather aware. But the main strategy is gonna be some heavy rain and wind. Truman, make sure you guys say your city and state, and please do not spam or else you will be muted. Little Rock, main risk being wind and hail. Low tornado threat. Well, actually, there is a 5% chance, sorry. You're about to get hit with the line storms. Yep, no problem. Forest City, Arkansas. Starting to get windy there. There's a little bit of line of storms heading towards you. It's possible you are getting a outflow boundary. If you are in Ohio, guys, if you are in Columbus or just west of Columbus, Ohio, you are in a 2% tornado risk, and you have the risk for damaging wind and hail. Truman, Arkansas. %5 tornado risk, main threat being wind and hail. Storms are heading towards you. Springdale, Arkansas. 2% tornado risk. Storms are past you already, so you should be fine in Springfield. Michigan may get some storms in southern Michigan with a low 2% tornado risk later tonight. Houston, Texas. Hold on. Houston, Texas. No, you should be fine in Houston. Most of these storms are past you already. Dallas, Texas. Storms are past you already also, so you should be fine. You're southern Ohio. As long as you are southwest of Columbus, you are going to get severe weather possibly. Well, all of Ohio is going to get severe weather, but only west of Columbus is going to get a tornado risk. Pea Ridge, Arkansas. %5 tornado risk. There is some storms heading towards you. I would definitely be aware. But main threat is going to be wind and hail. Oh my god, this has a little hook on it. Little supercell trying to develop right here. In Prattsville. A little bit of a hook echo. See that hook echo right there? Little supercell trying to develop near Prattsville right now. Lexington, Kentucky.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
In Kentucky. 2% tornado risk, main threat being wind and hail. Storms likely will not impact you until much later. Thank you so much, Mary, for the 10 lightning bolts. Thank you, Ariana, for the rose. Thank you all so much, and thank you all for the follow, everybody. You should be fine tomorrow, though. Thank you, everybody, for all the gifts. Freeport, Louisiana. I think it's possible you get some cells. Main threat is going to be wind and hail. Little Rock. Main risk is going to be damaging wind and hail, but there is a chance for a quick spin-up tornado. So definitely still be weather aware. There is a line heading towards you currently. Indianapolis, there's some storms going through Indianapolis currently. I would definitely be weather aware for damaging wind and hail. Later tonight, there's also a chance for a few spin-ups tornadoes. Is Detroit area of Michigan good? Detroit is actually just outside the tornado risk. I would definitely be aware. For damaging wind and hail, possibly. Litchfield, Illinois. You are outside the 2% tornado risk. I would definitely be aware still for damaging wind and hail. Is Fort Wayne, Indiana? Okay. Let me check. Oh, sorry, 2% tornado risk. Main threat being wind and hail, but that will likely be later tonight. I just want to say real quick, if you guys want to buy my super fan, I think it's $9 a month. I think I am currently having my super fan where everybody who buys the $9 a month subscription for my super fan gets a personalized every week 7-day forecast for your specific city every single week. If you guys want to get my super fan subscription, Bismarck, Arkansas. Arkansas, 5% tornado risk. You are also in a tornado watch. You actually had that tornado earlier just on Bismarck, Arkansas. But are you in Bismarck, Arkansas right now? Unknown Jay, are you in Bismarck, Arkansas? Oh, you meant Bryant, Arkansas? Okay. Because Bismarck, Arkansas is where we just had that tornado. Arkansas, you are in a tornado watch, 5% tornado risk, and it's possible you get it's possible you get a spam tornado, but main threat is wind and hail. Please stop spamming. North Dakota is completely fine. If you spam again, you will be muted. But yeah, guys, if you guys want to buy my super fan subscription, it's like $9 a month, I think it is. Where if you guys want to, you guys can get personalized every week 7-day forecast for your city. You won't get a tornado because you have too much aura? Okay. Whatever you say, man. Also, guys, make sure you guys like the stream so that it can be pushed out to more people. Malvern, Arkansas. 5% tornado risk. There's some storms going through you right now. Main threat being wind and hail. So the MS past you now. Please stop spamming, guys, or else you will be muted in chat. Lexington, Missouri. You are completely fine today. Texas is fine now. Also. Report B.
A new severe
Report B weather
thunderstorm
where
warning has been
for
issued.
later today. As it is possible, you get some severe weather, and it is possible for a spin up tornado. Hold on, give me 1 second. Sorry. I was drinking some water real quick. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Guys, guess what? Guys, we've gotten 67 followers this live. K City got that aura. Your aura is okay. Let me say, man. Oh, guys, we know now we have 69 new followers this live. Cave City, you are in a 5% tornado risk, so I don't think your aura is gonna be enough. Little Rock, Arkansas, main risk being damaging wind and hail, but a brief spin up tornado is possible. Some storms are heading toward you right now. Northern Indiana looking. Northern Indiana, it's possible Northern Indiana gets some severe weather later tonight, main risk being wind and hail from this line of storm. But that's going to be much later tonight, and it's possible, very small possibility you get a brief spin up. Yeah, you got that aura, don't you? Thank you for the follow, everybody. Thank you for the rose. Thank you, Amaya, for the rose. Thank you, everybody, for all the gifts and follows the stream and the likes. Jefferson, Ohio, you are in a 2% tornado risk today. Storms will not impact you until much later, though, so definitely be aware for that. The worst thing to expect is tornadoes, but its main risk is damage to wind and hail. Central Louisiana, it's possible Central Louisiana gets damage to wind and hail in a small, brief tornado. We are almost at 2,500 followers now, guys. Thank you all so much for all the follows. Portland, Tennessee. You are in a 2% tornado risk, main threat being wind and hail, but that is for later tonight. A brief spin up is possible. If you're in Western Kentucky, you are in a tornado threat. In Central Kentucky. We are in Arkansas.
A new severe thunderstorm
Make sure you
warning
guys
has
say
been
your
issued.
city and your state, please, because most of Arkansas isn't a risk. Thanks for following everybody and all the guests. We are almost at 2,500 followers now. Yep, there was a touchdown in Arkansas. Right here near Bismarck, Arkansas, and eventually head towards northeast. This was a tornado reported by multiple people called a 911 call center reporting tornado on the ground at Highway 128. I was covering that tornado when it did happen, though. It's from, I'm pretty sure it actually might be from the supercell right here. This little embedded supercell. When this happened to Cincinnati, Ohio. Thanks for following everybody. We're almost at 2,500 followers. Cincinnati. 2% tornado risk in Cincinnati, so definitely be aware. There's a 2% tornado risk today. Thank you everybody for all the follows.
A new severe thunderstorm
Follow
warning
right
has
now,
been
guys.
issued.
We are 19 followers away from reaching 2,500 followers, guys. Thank you all so much. You only have 3 thunderstorm warnings currently right now, guys. Is Houston, Texas yet? I think Houston should be completely fine today. Will Columbus, Ohio be hit tomorrow? It is possible Columbus, Ohio gets some severe weather, but it'd mostly be a damaging wind and hail threat, and that's for the early hours of Sunday, which is mainly just this line is going to be reaching through Ohio tonight and head east into the East Coast. Paris, Tennessee. Thank you all for sharing the live out. Thank you for the follows. We are 19 followers away from reaching 2,500 followers. Paris, Tennessee, you are in a 2% tornado risk. Definitely be aware for severe weather later tonight. Yes,
a new
there.
severe thunderstorm warning
Yeah,
has
just a
been
few
issued.
weather tomorrow. Any tornado touchdowns? Yes, there was. We have had one single tornado so far today. This was in Hot Spring County, Arkansas, and Bismarck, Arkansas. Houston, Texas should be fine. Lufkin, Texas. You are in a 5% tornado in a tornado watch. Storms are mostly past, you know. I think Texas should be fine the rest of the night, guys, as the storms are mostly past them now. Thank you, everybody, for the follows. We are 9 followers away from reaching... Man, I don't know how to count. I said 19 at first. But we are 9 followers away from reaching 2,500 followers. No problem, Craig. Thank you for watching and following. Savannah, Tennessee, you are in a 2% tornado risk. Main threat being wind and hail. St. Louis, you are in a 2% tornado risk. Main threat being wind and hail. Wichita, Kansas. No risk today for Wichita, Kansas. Ohio, if you are in Central Ohio or Western Ohio, you are in a 2% tornado risk. Most of Ohio does have a damaging wind risk, though. Manila, Arkansas, and then I will check Arab, Arkansas. Manila, you are in a 5% tornado risk. Storms are expected to go towards you later tonight. Main threat being wind and hail, though. Arab, Arkansas. You are outside of the tornado risk. I definitely still think it's possible you get some weather later, pretty late tonight. Fort Smith, Arkansas. %2 tornado risk, main threat being wind and hail. Clarksville, Tennessee. 2% tornado risk, main threat being wind and hail, but it's possible for a spin up tornado later tonight. Arab, Alabama. Did I say Arkansas? Arab, that's what I meant. You are outside of the tornado risk today. Huntsville, Alabama. 2% tornado risk, main threat being wind and hail. It's possible you get a quick spin up later tonight. Hold on, let me change this because we no longer have a tornado warning. Okay, change the top banner, guys. Again, guys, thank you all for all the follows and the likes and gifts. We are now 7 followers away from reaching 2,500. PS Missouri. 2% tornado risk, main threat being wind and hail. There's some stories about to hit you right now, though. Thank you everybody for the shares and follows. Yes, Arab, you're not in a tornado risk, but it's possible you get some damaging wind and hail late tonight. 4 follows away from 2,500, guys. Thank you all so much for all the follows. Maysville, Arkansas, you are in a 5% tornado risk. Main threat being wind and hail. There is some storms about to head towards you right now. How's Fayetteville? Fayetteville, Arkansas. You guys are in a 2% tornado risk, but these storms are already past you, so I think you should be good now. Winnable, Nashville, expect these storms most likely pretty late tonight. I can check that real quick for you. Around 11 to 12 tonight. 4 followers away from 2,500, guys. Thank you all so much. We've got 80 followers in just this stream, and we've only been streaming for an hour. Thank you all so much. Nashville, main threat being wind and hail, but it's possible you get a brief snap tornado later tonight. Fort Smith, Arkansas, 2% tornado risk. These storms are already past you, though, so I think you should be fine now. Remember, Columbus will get hit at around, I'm assuming Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio will get hit around Sunday morning. It's looking like for Columbus right now. Dayton, Ohio, 2% tornado risk, main threat being wind and hail, but it's possible you get a brief spin up. I think Nashville will get hit around 11 to 10 p.m. tonight. And guys, we are only 4 followers away from reaching 2,500 followers. Thank you, Use M, for the rose, and thank you, Amaya, for the 3 roses. Thank you all so much for all the gifts and the follows, everybody. Greatly appreciated. Jonesboro, Arkansas, 5% tornado risk. It's possible you get something or other later tonight. Just don't camera by accident, guys. We are now 2 followers away from 2,500. But Jonesboro, Arkansas, it's possible you get a brief spin up later tonight. And it is possible you get damaging wind and hail. We have hit 2,500 followers, guys. Thank you all so much for 2,500 followers, everybody. Really appreciate it. And thank you all for the gifts and likes. Columbus, Indiana. 2% tornado risk today. Maybe it's being damaging wind and hail later tonight, though. Frankfort, Indiana. There is some storms in Indiana right now. There is some of those storms. They are a special weather statement out in it there, but that is not the main risk. Frankfort, Indiana, is possible you get some severe weather and a brief spin up later tonight with this line heading up towards you. It likely will not hit North Alabama until much, much later. Yes, it likely will be center storms where you're at, Zilla. Thank you for the follow. Piedmont, Missouri. Yeah, guys, thank you all for 86 followers this stream in an hour and 20 minutes. Piedmont, 5% tornado risk. Main threat being wind and hail, but it is possible for a spin up. Thank you for the follow, Jeremy. Thank you, Maya, for all the roses. Thank you, everybody, for all the gifts. Little Rock. Little Rock, there is some stuff going through Little Rock right now. Main risk being damaging wind and hail, but it's possible for a brief spin up. Hecker, Illinois. 2% tornado risk. Main threat being wind and hail. There's some storms heading towards you right now, though. In Athens, Indiana, there is a special weather streaming up there with a little line of storms heading towards there. Currently, those are mainly wind and hail risk, but likely you guys will likely get more storms later tonight as this line heads up there. It is heading northeast. I don't know how big the hail will be. It likely will be pretty small hail. Oklahoma City. I think Oklahoma is fine as of now. Thank you for the follow. Also, guys, make sure you guys like up the stream so that it can be pushed out to more people. Thank you for the follow. Hopkins, Kentucky. Hobsonville, Kentucky. 2% tornado risk. Main threat being wind and hail. Munisa, Indiana. 2% tornado risk. Main threat being wind and hail later tonight. Polar Bluffs, Missouri. 5% tornado risk. Main threat being wind and hail later tonight, though. Also, by the way, guys, if you guys want to buy my Superfan subscription, also, if you're just not joining, I do have a Superfan subscription. It's about $10 a month, I think. And it gets you guys access to having a free, sorry, not free, but a personalized 7-day forecast each week for your specific city. Tennessee, Missouri, 2% tornado risk, main threat being wind and hail, though. Clarksville, Tennessee. You are in a 2% tornado risk tonight, main threat being wind and hail. Thank you all for the follows. We've got a 91 followers of the stream already. Waco, Texas. You are not in tornado risk, you should be fine in Waco, Texas. Florida is fine today. Ohio is fine for now. Later tonight and early Sunday morning, it's possibly some severe weather with a low tornado threat west of Columbus existing. Munsa, yes, Zilla. What do you want to ask? Munsa, Indiana. 2% tornado risk, main threat being wind and hail. Owensboro, Kentucky. I would be aware. You are in a 2% tornado risk, main threat being wind and hail. Florida is safe for now. Yes, Florida is safe today. If you're in central to western Kentucky, you are in a tornado threat for today. I am in the storm. I would like to be in the storm in Ohio. I'm in Ohio. I will not get the severe weather until later tonight and early Sunday morning. So for today, I am fine. Oklahoma is fine. Starkville, Mississippi. I'm not expecting anything for me. I'm like just outside of the tornado risk in Ohio. Starkville, Mississippi, you are in a 5% tornado risk. Definitely be aware for quick spin up tornadoes and the chance for damaging wind and hail. Indianapolis, main threat being wind and hail. There is some storms in Indianapolis currently, so definitely be aware for that. This purple zone, this is a 5% tornado risk and also a tornado watch. You're probably out and ahead of it down here near Shreveport area where there is not much storms yet. But there is some storms starting to develop. A spin-up tornado is basically where a quick moving line of storms drops a tornado for about 1 to 3 minutes and then picks it back up. Because sometimes there can be it can get a little bit discreet from the line, and when it does that, it could get just a little bit ahead of the line, which could give it time to spin up and drop a tornado, but then it gets hit by that line and gravity in. Greensburg, Iowa is fine today. Or are you talking about Louisiana? If you're talking about Iowa, you're fine. Well, maybe, I'm assuming you mean Louisiana. You're running a 2% tornado risk, definitely be weather aware for later tonight. Louisiana, okay, sorry. Thank you everybody for the follows and the likes. Make sure you guys like the stream so it can be pushed out to more people. We only have tornado severe thunderstorm warnings right now. It's possible you get a quick spin up. When we have these big lines of storms, North Kentucky, it's possible you get some severe weather later tonight and early. No, Iowa will not be affected at all tonight. Michigan, it's possible southern Michigan gets a quick spin up. In Zilla, it's a spin up. Basically, it's possible. The main threat for tornadoes when we have these big lines are spin ups. So it's possible you get a spin up, which is why they have that tornado was outlined for the possibility of spin ups. Maryland Heights, Missouri. 2% tornado risk, main threat being wind and hail. I'm tired. Mammoth Spring,
A
Arkansas.
new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Mammoth Springs, Arkansas, you are in a 5% tornado risk, main threat being wind and hail. Southern Illinois, you are in a threat for a 2% tornado risk, main threat being wind and hail though. Michigan, it's a low chance that Michigan gets a tornado. There's a low 2% chance for tornadoes later tonight. Wait, give me 1 second. I'm sorry, I was drinking some water. Welcome. Okay, good. I show you guys a quick little overview of what the model is showing for reflectivity. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let me zoom out more. Just a quick overview of what the model is showing for reflectivity until around 10 a.m. Sunday morning. Houston is fine. Burn, Arkansas. We're in a 2% tornado risk, main threat being wind and hail, but these times are already past you, so you should be fine now. Yep, no problem. We're right in Arkansas. And welcome everybody, guys. Thank y'all for the follows and likes. Make sure you guys like the stream if you are new, and follow if you're new. It does help the stream get pushed out more so people can get more weather information. Hold on, guys. Jackson, Arkansas. Jacksonville, Arkansas, sorry. 2%, 5%, sorry. 5% tornado risk. Main threat being wind and hail. You are also in a tornado watch, so I would definitely be aware. Yes, there was 2 tornado warnings. One was radar indicated, and one did drop a tornado. Thank you for sharing the stream, everybody. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second, guys. Velocity and reflectivity. Reflectivity is basically the storm's convection. So how heavy the rain is. And the lighter, more contrast color, like this pinkish red color,
A
that
new
is
severe
usually means there's
thunderstorm
some
warning has
hail
been
in there.
issued.
Thanks for the follow. And velocity is the mixing of cold and warm air. Indiana is fine right now. There is a little bit of lion storm going through Indiana with damaging wind and hail possible. There's also a 2% tornado risk for later tonight in Indiana when these lion storms get up there. We do have a new metal scale discussion for a new severe thunderstorm watch possibly being issued. What's up, Sushi Roll? What's up? Thank you, Chris, for all the follows. Thank you guys, everybody, for the follows, everybody, and the likes. Can I check Mississippi? Thank you for the follow. Is there a specific city in Mississippi you want me to check? Salem, Missouri. Thank you for the follow there, everybody. 5% tornado risk in Salem, Missouri. Main threat being wind and hail. Storms are mostly already past you, though. Okay, so here's what I think I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to end the stream for a little bit, guys. Because we mostly just have severe thunderstorm warnings right now. Just some gusty winds and small hail. So no tornado risk or anything right now. So I am going to end the stream, guys. If we get a tornado warning, or I see a possible higher tornado risk leveling up and more discrete cells, then I will go live again. But until then, guys, thank you all for watching. Make sure you guys